90 Day Fiancé, the real reason Sophie Sierra hides Rob Warne on Instagram. 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after. Star Sophie Sierra doesn't have any photos of or with Rob Warne on Instagram, and there is a shocking reason behind her decision not to post about her husband. Sophie is a 25-year-old woman who grew up in Spain but relocated to her native London soon after. Sophie was living in the UK when she met Rob, who was then living in Los Angeles. Sophie flew to LA after 2 months of talking to Rob and proposed to him so they could get a K-1 visa for her to move to the US for good. Sophie came from a troubled past. Her Jamaican father and white mom weren't together. Claire was a drug addict when Sophie was little. Sophie had to look after her mother and not the other way around. When Sophie grew up, she wanted a family that could be happy and whole. She kept thinking she could be able to resolve her differences with Rob and save their marriage. Moreover, divorcing Rob would mean she had to go back home. However, Sophie and Rob aren't divorced yet in 2024, so why isn't he there in any of her Instagram photos? Sophie was thankful for the experiences she went through growing up because it was those experiences that helped her meet Rob. Sophie had taken an interest in mixed-race men and followed a page on Instagram that featured such men. She saw Rob's profile on the page. He was the only man on the page that she'd actually thought of following. While Rob was used to getting a lot of attention from women on social media, Sophie's Instagram photos caught her attention. They got on a video call the first day. They started chatting in DMs and spoke for 8 hours straight. Sophie grew up in Spain and lived in the lap of luxury thanks to her wealthy grandfather. While she couldn't exactly describe how her grandpa was so wealthy, he had given her the most lavish life as she went to private schools, wore designer brands, and flew to exotic countries. However, Sophie became independent when she turned 17. She even started waitressing so she could afford an apartment. Sophie was a full-time content creator when she met Rob, and thanks to her popularity because of 90 Day Fiancé Season 10 and Sophie currently has over 209 followers. Sophie was 23 years old when she first starred in Season 10. She was shown browsing through the racks at a fashion boutique picking out her next stylish outfit. Sophie said that she did fashion modeling and content creating for work, just like social media things. She didn't have to stay in one place and would go wherever, and she would always be working. Sophie's IG feed is extremely curated and only features her, not even her friends. She seems to want to keep her reality TV life and fashion creator life separate, and hence Rob being there doesn't make sense. Sophie and Rob's first ever 90 Day Fiancé episode was the Season 10 premiere. The show first aired on October 8, 2023. Interestingly, Rob and Sophie were married way back in 2022 and had already filmed 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. 8. Sophie moved out of Rob's apartment in May 2023, according to In Touch. It's possible that Sophie posted about Rob when they were together, but she decided to archive or delete all of their photos together once they separated. And that's why her feed only has her own pictures since fans saw her IG account in October 2023. Like many other 90 Day Fiancé cast members, Sophie could be playing mind games with fans. While they are already under contract to not reveal spoilers about their storyline on social media, stars also like to tease their relationship status to make their storylines more exciting. For instance, Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo have reportedly split since December 2023 when he kicked her out for allegedly cheating on her, but Jasmine still wished Gino a happy anniversary in June 2024. Sophie could be doing the opposite and indirectly telling fans she's single with her solo posts. As previously mentioned, Sophie and Rob separated over a year ago. The events that followed after their separation have been documented in the ongoing 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After. Season 8. Sophie moved out of Rob's apartment in Austin. She went to live with her friend Kai. Sophie is reportedly still living with Kai. While Sophie and Rob have remained friends and parted on a good note, They might not be meeting often for her to post about him on social media. Sophie also wants all the attention to be on herself, especially on IG. It appears Rob used his irresistible charms to meet someone new after Sophie. While Sophie is presumably single, Rob is supposedly dating a new person. Rob's Instagram followers allegedly saw a mystery woman on his Instagram stories. In May 2024, Rob posted a video of a sports car in a display window. The video had more than Rob's favorite car in it. It also featured a woman who fans failed to identify as Sophie. She quickly jumped out of the frame when she realized Rob was filming. Sophie might not want to post about Rob since he's already taken. It had been a few weeks since Sophie's 90-day Fiancé debut, and some franchise members had already taken an interest in her. Considering she was having issues with Rob on screen, Sophie was getting attention from single male co-stars. Mary Pence captured screenshots of Jamal Menzies and Chantal Everett's brother River Knight Everett flirting with Sophie on her Instagram live. As Sophie filmed a video of herself getting ready, Sophie received these flirtatious comments from Jamal and River. Sophie knows she is attractive, and her appearing like she's single makes her more desirable to these singletons. Sophie not posting about 90-day Fiancé, happily ever after. Star Rob could have led to Jamal and River thinking that they had a chance at becoming her next suitor in America. Jamal tried to be cute by asking her if she ate tea and crumpets and asked her, "Are you on a tea show?" "No way." Meanwhile, River wanted to compliment Sophie's skin to be able to impress her. He told her that her skin was glowing. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.